Let's unbox and review the Logitech G Pro 2 Lightspeed. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same mouse, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links, but let's get this box opened up. So, cool packaging overall, and it opens this way. Ooh. Okay, so price point here, it looks a lot like the G Pro X Superlight 2. Is it slightly smaller? Is it like very slightly smaller? That's crazy. Okay, so it's plastic on the bottom. This came off of the bottom, so let's take that. We're also gonna take that sticker off. Now, this looks pretty much the same. Big difference with the skates here. This doesn't seem like it's gonna be as good. I don't know why, I don't know why they changed the skate design. That seems ridiculous. I don't think that's actually gonna change how much it actually costs them to manufacture it, but that's probably not gonna be as good. This might be a little bit faster though than this one because area is going to increase drag, slowing it down. I love the speed of this one, it's perfect though. But then we also have a button over there, which does feel nice, and then the power button, which is pretty much the same as the G Pro X Superlight 2. Now this retails for $129.99, whereas the G Pro X Superlight 2 retails for $159.99. But currently, at the time of filming, the G Pro X Superlight 2 is actually less money because it's on sale than the G Pro Lightspeed 2, or the G Pro 2 Lightspeed. Now right away, let's get the weight. Obviously, no dongle in here. G Pro X Superlight 2, 58.7 grams. G Pro Lightspeed, let's check if there's anything in here. Nope, 77.4. So skates are different and it weighs quite a bit more. It is noticeable for sure. However, look at the size difference here. I thought that one was a little bit bigger, but it's just because of the plastic, they are identical in size. Now, overall feeling, they feel pretty much the same, although this one has a light up logo here and it's got some like dots. It like indented dots, kind of. There's just like little bumps and there's none here. We have a tiny little light. This one lights up so you can kind of feel the difference, but this one like feels more like super light and this one feels a little bit heavier. Now, you also have this right here, which is, those are actually magnetic that you can switch to each side. So if you're a left-hander and you want those buttons, well, you can actually just go in there and you can pop out those, and those are magnetic covers for the buttons, and you can flip your buttons from, well, either side, which is really, really cool actually for left and right users. Now, it's kind of a review of this. It's kind of a comparison with G Pro X Superlight 2. The buttons, let's compare them. So as you can see, because it's magnetic, it has more of an indent here, but basically the same spot, same location, although the buttons do feel different. Clicking that in. The Superlight 2 is more immediate. This one has a little bit more travel. As you can see, I'm pressing it. Now it clicks. This one is pretty much just instantaneous. Press it, click. This is also a little bit heavier. Now, let's go over the switches. That's obviously a big point. Superlight 2 has the best switches of any gaming mouse. These are the hybrid Light Force switches. These switches, I believe, are the same ones. I believe they're the Light Force switches. Yep, Light Force switches. However, we tested another Logitech, the G309, and that one had the Light Force switches too, but they did not feel even close to as good as that. Oh, that feels so good. And it's so clicky. This one, it doesn't have the same tactility. It still is a really nice click. It's very immediate. It's a really good switch, but it doesn't have the sharp tactility that this one has. So even though you're getting a Light Force switch, it doesn't have the same tactility. Still, unbelievably good switches, very immediate, absolutely nothing wrong with that here. Scroll wheel, ooh, feels nicely tactile. And honestly, this scroll wheel feels much better than the G Pro X Superlight 2. They look like they would be the same scroll wheel. And honestly, there might be a difference because, well, I've used the Superlight 2 quite a bit. So there could be a difference in terms of like break-in. So I don't want to say they are different, but this one feels a little bit more tactile, but that might've been just because of wear. Okay, with that, let's continue the unboxing. And as you can see in here, here is our dongle, and we have a USB Type-C to Type-A. Obviously, this is then stored in this little compartment down here. And that's where that goes. Also in the box, we've got some manuals and then a cable, which I really wish they would include a lightweight cable so that you can game while it's plugged in. There's a little box in here with, what is this? Oh, those are the other switches. Very cool. So they give you the other little buttons here. These are covers for this side, so you can cover those like this one is here, and then you can swap those out for that side, the magnetic buttons if you're left-handed. Also in the box, there is nothing else because I thought there was other things in here, but there is not. With that, let's test these skates out, check it out in the G Hub software, and then jump in game, see how these compare to the G Pro X Superlight 2. Okay, so turning this on, and you can see the light lights up there, and you have nice lights here. I do like this more in the G Pro X Superlight 2. I do wish it had some sort of RGB. That does look nice. Right away, before we actually turn that on, I'm very used to this mouse. I use it every day in one of the offices. Absolutely glides very, very well. This one, oh wow. I mean, it's smooth, but it's way more like, it has a completely different texture. Like, it's smooth. It doesn't have like grittiness or pulling. It's just way more, like you can even hear, just listen to the difference here. I'm gonna hold the mic up. I gotta tell you, I don't initially like that as much. It's not only heavier, but this adds more drag, which doesn't make any sense because this is actually a bigger surface area. It feels way too slow. I was not expecting that. Like, it is heavier, but you pair heaviness with these skates, and again, there's no like pulling or dragging, but this feels like a much heavier mouse than it actually is. Let's jump into G Hub because we're not in game yet, so I don't wanna jump to any conclusions too quick. So there's a new firmware update. We're gonna install that. All right guys, and there we go. Firmware update is completed. Now let's jump into the software here. This has a Hero 2. This only has a 1000 hertz polling rate, whereas the G Pro X Superlight 2 actually has the 8000 hertz polling rate, and you can see the difference in the dongle here, which I don't even know how they do this in something so small, but you can see it is different for the Pro X, which is very interesting. All right, but getting in here, it is capable though of 8000 hertz. You just have to get a different dongle. So you can see here, 2000, 4000, and 8000 hertz is grayed out. Now, to me, that was actually pretty insane that the G Pro X Superlight 2 actually has an 8000 hertz polling rate stock without like a separate dongle, but check this out. We're at 2000, but we can put that all the way up to 8000 just with a stock dongle, which is pretty crazy. Now again, remember, this is currently cheaper than the Pro 2, which is wild. So in here, set it to 400. There's a lot of customization here. You can calibrate this. You can do all of your different assignments and everything like that. And then you have light sync, obviously. But with that, let's jump in game. Starting off with the Pro 2 Lightspeed, it feels heavy, guys. It feels heavier than its actual weight, which is kind of crazy to me. The clicks are definitely not as tactile either. Oh, it feels so slow. I'm not trying to overreact because I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but it really feels slow, guys. I do not feel as accurate. I don't feel as fast. Guys, I don't know. I think this shape really, let's switch right back to kind of get a back-to-back. Oh yeah, I mean this really, the G Pro X Superlight 2 really just is a benchmark for one of the best. Oh yeah, this is just, the liftoffs are just effortless. It's such an accurate mouse. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight with you. Right off the bat, I love the G Pro X Superlight 2. I highly recommend it all the time. I really don't like the Pro 2 Lightspeed. I mean, I really just don't like it, especially in comparison. And right now it's cheaper. I'm gonna switch back to it. I'm gonna give it a fair chance. Let's jump right back in. I feel like the shape just needs the lightness of the Superlight. I feel like that's like how it was designed. It just doesn't feel like it feels like I'm in sand. Let's switch right back and see it. I wanna give this a fair shot. I wanna like every product, but I just don't see how this even makes sense. It's not that big of a price delta. I mean, this one is just so accurate. It's so flickable. It locks in perfectly. The skates, I really feel like they kind of just like half-assed them on the Pro Lightspeed. Now, keep in mind, I am probably more used to this one than the other one, but it's a significant difference. It really is a significant difference. Guys, I'm gonna tell you honestly, the skates plus the weight, I do like all the lights and I like the RGB. I wish the Lightspeed had that, but the skates mixed with the weight makes it feel like the mouse is like 90 grams. And I'm not trying to be over dramatic here, but that's really the case here. I love the G Pro X Superlight. I'm honestly pretty disappointed with this one. It just doesn't make sense to buy this. There's a $30 difference, and at the time of filming, check the links below for current pricing. This one is cheaper. Buy this one. 8000 hertz polling rate stock, way better skates, way better balance with the overall weight, and significantly better clicks as well. Really, the only thing that this does better is RGB and those magnetic switchable left and right click things, which for some actually might be enough if you're left-handed and you love using those buttons. But again, if you want to check out this mouse, or I guess this one, if you just want to check it out, I'll link both of them below to Amazon for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But yeah, I do recommend this mouse, the G Pro X Superlight 2, over the Pro 2 Lightspeed. This is Consumer Tech Review High Speed. I'll see you guys in the next video.